Okay, good day, folks. It's Rodney Brace here. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to Sweet Talk's product overview. For today, we're going to be discussing, I'm going to focus on the VmailBLAZE product. That's what I'm going to focus on. And if I can, I'm just going to touch on how else we can use that product, not just for what it was designed for. So let me just, I'm going to use my desktop sharing. If you have any questions or comments, don't be afraid to come up to the mic, even during the presentation here, because I won't see your written comments because I've got it hidden just for now. So if something stumps you and you want to ask me a question, by all means, just open your mic and do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into share my screen. And for this purpose, I'm going to share the entire screen just because I want to share a couple of things with you. So here we go, share the entire screen. Tell me when you see, somebody tell me when they see the VmailBLAZE, because normally I monitor this on a second computer, but
Right.
you
Yeah,
can,
we see it.
I can see.
perfect.
Yep.
Wonderful. Great. All right. That's perfect. Okay. So, VmailBLAZE, you hear me talking about how it's just a widget of code that you can add to your website. And people are now starting to add it to their talking V cards, and I'll show you that. And you can do a lot of things with it. And I really like this because it gives people the ability to send you feedback, and you should want that. You should want people connecting with you. That's what increases your sales. And anytime that you can build a relationship with a client is very positive in your favor. And it just increases the likelihood that they will buy from you and they will repeat buy, because I think the repeat sales is what makes people successful. So when you go to vmailblaze.com, you can log in, and you don't have to do that right now. You can. This is a test account. I don't have anything set up in here, so I'm assuming. Can you see my mouse? Follow my mouse. Can people see my mouse?
Yes.
Good, perfect, thank you. Okay, like I said, I normally monitor on another monitor, but I've had my office renovated and painted and things like that, so I've been operating from another section of my home. So here we go. What you want to do when you first log in is you need to set up a widget for your account, for any website. Now you can set up a lot of different widgets, but before you do anything, I want to show you over here. You're going to see it says Rodney Brace. So if you click that, you can go to the Settings tab. And when you get to the Settings tab, it's going to take you, actually, that's not where I want it to be. I'm there already. Just hang on a second. Okay. Let's go to the, I might have it already done. Just hang on a second. No. All right. I thought it was under my settings. All right, yeah, here we go. I'm sorry. It's the account settings is where I'm trying to go. Here you see the site settings, and we have the account settings right here. If you click on this, come on, open up for me. This is where you can add a picture of yourself. And you can see I've got an image here of me. I got my name in here. You can change your password in here. The password is automatically assigned when you signed up for Sweet Talk. So your information, your name, your email, your password gets translated over here automatically. And down here, you've got three options. So email me when I receive a new recorded message. Obviously, you want to know, so you want to make sure that's check marked. Here it says attach a copy of the recording or message to an email notification. So with that notification, if you want an attachment, you can do that. So you can have the audio or video recording attached to the email. And then the other section here says email me when I send a recording message. So in other words, if somebody sends you a message on your website, you can reply to them, and you can also receive a copy of that. And so that's what that means here. So if you want to have a copy of that, then you just add a check mark here and then save your email notifications down here. Now, once you've got your image added, site settings, don't worry about the subscription box. The subscription box is for people who are not Sweet Talk members. You are all Sweet Talk members. You override the subscription, okay? So the site settings is where you want to be. Now, when you're on the site settings, over on the right, you've got two types of widgets. One is called the inline widget, and the other one is called the dialog widget. The inline widget is right on the page. So you would create on your website, a section on your page, and that's where you would paste the code. I don't like this one. I like the dialog widget. And the dialog widget is like the one over here on the right-hand side where it says send recording, and that's the one that most people are using. Because it's visible on your page all the time. So even when you scroll, as you see I'm scrolling this page, you're going to see that the send recording button stays there. So I like that. Now you have a couple of different options for that. You can put it on the right side, you can put it on the left side, you can actually put it down in the corners. And if we got time, I'll show you that. So once you decide on what you want to do, you can change. Well, first of all, let me say here, we have to click on Add Widget because what you're looking at is the default widget. So if we click on Add Widget, then it's going to ask you to give the widget a name, a display name, and the widget type. So I'm just going to say test widget. How's that? Display name, let's put my name there. And the widget type is inline or dialog. I'm going to use dialog. So we use dialog, now we're going to say add widget. And when you do that, now you're going to see over here, it's going to show that there's a test widget here. And it's highlighted in green, so that means that's the one that we are going to be editing. I just want to click on it to make sure. So let me just make sure. Okay, now the button text, it says send recording. So over here, you're going to see it says send recording. If I change this, it's going to change over here for me. So let me just change that and say, send me a message. All right, that's what I'm going to say. Now, by default, the button position says middle right. That's what this is. But I'm going to change that to middle left. Okay, I'm just going to show you that it changes. And the button color, I'm going to leave it as black. And I'm going to save the button settings. When I do that, now you see it's over here on the left. The message has changed, send me a message. So you get the idea. If I want to change the button color, I can certainly do that. And I can pick and choose whatever I want. Button color. Let me try that one. Okay. All right, that one won't change for me. All right, I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that. I can also, let's put it down in the bottom left. Let's do that. And now if you look down here on the bottom, the button is here. And of course, I can, sorry, let me move that button. I can put it down in the bottom right. I just got to save it. That just gives you the location of where the button is. Now let me hide this. Now down here in the widget settings, so test widget, my name is there. You can change the welcome message. So we would love to hear from you. Please record your message. If I click on this, send me a message, it opens up. It says send a voice message to Rodney Brace. We would love to hear from you. Please record your message. So you change this, okay? I would love to hear from you. Okay? If I do that, now I save that, you're going to see how dynamic it is. So when I click on that, now it says I would love to hear from you. So you get the idea. If I come down here, white label, don't worry about that. That's something that we're considering. It's not active right now. Additional options, name and email. If you require, or if you want to require those people to enter their name and email, you can. Depending on what I'm doing, I will or I will not. Some people just don't want to give you that information. But if you want it, you can. It becomes valuable if you want to reply to that person, because if they don't give you that information, sometimes you might be just looking for feedback and you don't want to communicate. You're just looking for feedback. So that's perfect. You just want feedback. But if you want them to provide their name and their email, make it required, then you do that and you just save the widget. And then before they can actually send the message, they will have to put in their name and email. Now let's scroll down here. This is the widget customization. So again, let me make sure I'm on the test widget. I am. Okay. The widget customization down here is what they see after they complete the form. So I'm just going to say test widget again. Okay. Thank you for your message. Okay. And here's what's interesting. You have a max recording duration. You have up to 7 minutes that you can allow people to record their message. So depending on what you're trying to accomplish. Remember I told you the other day, and I know Daniel was in the room a moment ago. Um, I'm assuming he's still there now. But Daniel has come up with a lot of ways to use this product. And one of the ways he uses it is, as I told you, he's very active on LinkedIn. And so he gets a lot of solicitations who say, look, can you spare 20 minutes or 30 minutes for a webinar? We want to show you what we have. Hopefully we can partner with you, because they want his contacts. And so if he sat there every day for 30 minutes with 10 or 15 of these people, he's not getting any work done. So he actually has this on a website where when he gets solicited, he says, look, go here, record your message, tell me what you have, tell me how I can help you. And so he has this set to a certain time. So you can set this to 3 or 7 minutes. What this allows him to do is to weed through all of those solicitations. So he only then responds, well, he responds to all of them, but then he can focus on the people that he thinks he can help, and where it's a mutual benefit for them to partner with him. So that's what he does with this. So this is just one way you can do that. So depending on how, what you're using the widget for, that would determine how long you would allow people to record a message. Again, you can change the widget color if you want to do that. I leave the default, the font to default. Sorry, let me get this right. I leave the font to default. How's that? All of that. And then I just simply save the widget. That's it. Now, I know let me see, where am I? All right, back on the default. Let me go to the test. See, it's highlighted green, so I know now I'm on the default. So if I hit the test widget, and now I know I'm working with the test widget because it says here. If I come down, the widget icon, which I skipped over, just if you look down here in the right corner where it says send me a message, you see the microphone. Well, you can change that. Okay, so you can come in here and you can change that. So you can scroll through this depending on what you want. And if you know the code, you can type the code in here. I'm just going to leave it to what it is. But there's all kinds of icons in here. And why don't I change it? Let me change it. Let me do this. If I do that, now I save that. And now once it reloads, okay, I need to click on the test widget again. And now you'll see down here it's changed that. So you can change that icon. Now, then you see this code. This is it. You grab that code and you put that on your page. Now you have to, you have to have a website. If you're using, well, here you can actually add this to your SweetTalk website. So inside your SweetTalk account, you can actually add that. And let me just open up another one here. SweetTalk. Let me come back here. Let me do affiliates. So if I go here, and if I log in, let me do, oh no, I don't know it. Let's try that. Let me do that. You click on my account, and then if you scroll down, you're going to see where it says add VmailBLAZE to your replicated site. So then you just paste the code in here, and once you paste the code in there, then you update down here. And that would add that then to your replicated site. In the same way, and Pat, I think you're still here. I know you've been asking for the ability to add your picture. We're going to do that. So we're actually going to add a snippet of code to your back office here, where people will be able to add their own picture to their website. And I'll explain that later on. We're just getting that ready now. So once you add VmailBLAZE to your replicated site, it'll just get displayed on there. Now, a lot of people are using it in other ways, but I'm just going to show you. If I come over here, this is the audio video email web program. This is the website. And over on the left here, you're going to see it says send me a message. You're going to see that I've got it color coded to blue. When you mouse over it, it's green. And then when you click on that, this is what comes up. Audio video email. Now you can change that message. It doesn't have to be audio video email, as I said. And here's the message here. I would love to hear from you. Blah, blah, blah. You can add that message. Now, you can allow people, well, actually, they have a choice, recording media. So by default, it's set to audio. And I won't get into why that is, but it is set to audio. It has to do with iOS, by the way. And then there is video. So if you want people to record video, you would hit video. Then you would hit start recording. Now what happens is when you hit start recording, it begins to record and you cannot see it. And that is an HTML5 security. We're trying to find out how we can get around that. But anyhow, that's another topic. So what I suggest to people, is look, if you're going to record a message, record 2 or 3 seconds, stop, and watch it. Because once you do that, let me just try this. I'm not sure. I hope it'll pick up my webcam because it's not being used inside of VmailBLAZE, or I'm sorry, Webinar Blaze. Let me just hit start recording. Now it says, please choose your which video you want to record. Video recording will access your camera, but you can also do a screen recording. And I don't talk about that very often because it's irrelevant to me. I don't use it. And I think the most important part of this program is the ability to record video and audio. But if you're having an issue with a product belonging to a customer, you can actually record that and send it to them. So if you're having an issue with a website, you can record the screen recording here and then send it to them, and they'll understand what's doing. But I'm going to hit the video recording. And of course you have to allow, now it's actually recording for me. You can see the clock is counting and it's recording that. It also tells me the max duration, but I can't see the video. So once I stop this, I will be able to preview that. And then if I want, I can save it or I can redo it. So let me just go ahead and stop that. And of course you have to allow, now I stopped that. And so I can preview that if I like it. I can put in, now here it says your name is optional in your email. I did not require people to do that. So they don't have to do that. If they can just hit send. If I don't like this video, I can just reset it, okay? So if you had required someone to put in their email and their name, then it would say here required instead of optional. Okay, let me just cancel that because I don't want that, okay? So that shows you how that works. And then I should have sent that. I should have sent that because I want to show you. Okay, I'm going to redo that. I'm going to send that again. Let me send that. I'm going to put in, let me see, Rodney at rodneybrace.com. No, sorry, that's my name. Okay, I'm going to put Rodney in here. All right, I'm going to send that. So it's uploading, going to the server. Thank you for your message. Rest assured that it has already been delivered to me, and I will get back to you. I don't know if you just heard that in the background. It was just delivered to me. That's how fast it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to close that. I'm going to come back to here. Now inside the inbox is where that message would be. Now, I have no messages yet because the message is rendering in the back. But if I'm going to do a Control F5, I'm going to reload that page. All right, just give that a second because it does take a minute to process in the back. Let me just Control F5 again. It'll be there in just a second. Just give it a second. Because then inside of here you have your inbox, and then any messages that you have will be listed here. And then you can reply. And if you reply, then it will be listed in the sent section. As you have no sent messages here, but you can reply. And then you can reply using audio or video. I just want to Control F5. Let me reload that. It'll be there in a minute. Here's something else that I like to do. Now, what happens, by the way, they are automatically deleted from this section. We don't store them. So what I suggest is people download them, and you can do that. And once it's visible here, I'll show you there's a download button. So you can download all your messages, because if they're not accessed within a certain number of days, our system automatically deletes them. I just want you to be aware of that. You can also create messages for different reasons. For example, we use this tool for people to record messages for their talking business card. For people who do not have the ability to record, or they don't have a recording studio, we let them use ours. So we have this set up for that, and it works quite well. So people can record their messages and we get them. But you want to create a recording, you just click here, create new recording, and the same box pops up. You'll be asked if you want to use video or audio, and you can record that. And when you record that, that actually gets saved in your library. That's where it's at. And then you can download that. So what I often do, I will come in here and I will record a message. And when I do, I'll come over here to my audio video email system. And once I'm logged in here, I will create an email message. And this is the other program I wanted to show you. You can create custom templates in here, and by custom templates I mean by adding different images. So I would select a category, for example. There's different categories, or I would just choose my templates, and this is where I would select the templates that I have uploaded, and I have lots of them in here, and then I would choose whichever one I want to use. For example, if I wanted to choose, oh, I don't know, let me choose that one. You see, this is the talking V card, the business card that talks. So I would choose this as a template. And then I would add my video here, and I would write my message. And all that is done in here. I'm not going to go into that now. I don't want to confuse you with that. But I just want you to know that you can do that because once you choose your template, you can write the body of your message. You can send it to your friend. You can actually send it up to 5 additional people, putting in their names and email addresses. I'll go into this in the next session. And you can choose your background, all sorts of things. You can record a new message. You can use an already recorded message, and then it gives you access to the message you've already recorded. Or you can just do an audio. You can actually upload a video. So this is what I would do. I would upload a video in here. So you can use your VmailBLAZE in multiple ways. Now let me just see if that video is uploaded in here. Let me do an F5. All right, I don't know why the message is not showing up here. Let me just check my phone. Why is it not showing up? In order to start receiving messages or recording your website, you need to install the widget. I've done that. Let me just see. Let me check my email here for a second, folks. VmailBLAZE. It says you received a new voice message. Okay. Okay. But it's not showing up here. Okay. All right, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I know it's been received, and I can see the link. I'm just not going to open it. What I will show you is, let me come back here. Okay, let me come back here. Let me stop the sharing. Don't worry about what you're seeing on the screen. That's just because. Oh, let's cancel that one. This one, sorry. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. When you share your full screen, it's actually showing. I forget what it's called, but it just gives layer after layer after layer, and that's why you see the room. What I want to show you is I'm going to use my webcam for this. Let me go into my webcam, and let me use my phone for this. Okay, let me get to the screen. Okay, what I've done, if you want to minimize the presentation slide so you can see the video larger, in the upper right corner you're going to see a blue box with a white or horizontal line. Just hit that, and that's going to bring up my face larger. I don't know why you would want to do that, but that's okay. So what I'm going to show you is I'm holding my phone here, and if it can, I don't know if it'll focus in or not. But what I've done is I've captured, let me grab my pen here. I've captured some people. Oh, by the way, that's my cabin on the lake. I love it. That's where I get peace and solitude. So this is, with the talking business card, what I like about even the iPhone and the Android, you can actually create icons for your desktop. And I've done that with these products here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on one. This is, let me just see, that's John Waller. So if I open John Waller, John with us today? No, he isn't. You're going to see John Waller's business card. But what I want to show you, so if I scroll that page, you're going to see it scroll. But what I want you to draw your attention to, you see the, right here. So send a message. It's there. He has it added to his page. And if I hit that, let me see if I can hit that. I can't. Okay, there we go. I hit it twice. Okay. Okay, so now it pops up as the on hold guy. Okay, so, and I believe I've got some more there. Let me see who else I have. I've got Mike Hayes. Mike is here in the room, I think. So that's Mike's. Now Mike has added his QR code, but it's not just a QR code for his business card. It's for an offer that he's involved in. He takes those people there, and I won't get into that. But he's smart. He's all about marketing. But you notice that he also has the right here, right, right there. There you go. So he has it on his card as well, so people can send him an audio message as well. And I've got some more here that I've got there as well. I know that I've got Patricia there. Patricia, I don't mind. I don't think you'll mind. So Pat McDowell is here, and she's got it on her. Her message says send recording to Pat. And let me see. I might as well bring up one more. I've got Paul here who runs the Pit Business Network, which we're going to be discussing in detail, not today, but eventually. Paul does some great work with the Pit Business Network, but he also had, now he has it over here on the other side. Doesn't matter where he puts it, right? Right. There we go. See? It's great. Folks, any comments, any questions about the
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
One, how do we get to your lake house? What do we have to sell to get an invite there? Secondarily, how can I heard you talk about the screen share. I wouldn't underestimate the value of screen share. You know, a lot of people who are introverts, they don't want to be on camera. They're not good on camera. They can't show as much stuff. And I'm a big fan of screen share videos. So I heard you talk about it, but I'm going to ask you if you just quickly go back and review that just for a minute or two, just the screen share, how to do that.
You mean the screen share inside of the webinar program?
The video screen share that you did, I think it was with, I forget, I think it was, I don't know what it was with. I just heard you talking about it, but I didn't actually see it. You showed it just a few minutes ago. Was that with video or VmailBLAZE, or what was that with? The demo you were doing just a couple of minutes ago. You showed it, you showed screen sharing.
Screen sharing within, the only thing I did with screen sharing was inside of the webinar Blaze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that's fine.
You don't see it right now because you are a guest. Let me show you something. Let me do this. Let me get rid of my camera here.
Did you want to stop recording during the Q&A session like you usually do?
Yeah, let me do that. I'm going to stop the recording because this is just for members only. So I'll put this in the back office. So I'm going to stop the recording now. Folks, if you're watching the replay, if you have any questions, you get in touch with me, and I'll help you with anything about the VmailBLAZE product. Thank you for watching.